Hey. Hello, Chelsea friends. Welcome to a sad yet another edition of the WorldWideChels stream. We got Lazio Steve and we got Uncle Fester's Fraud Jesters. How we doing today, fellas? My goodness, what a day.
I'll be happy if Strasbourg win. That's all I have to say.
Jared, how we doing about the Chelsea game?
We got a point from Nottingham Forest. I mean,
The worst away side in the league.
Yeah. I didn't even expect a point. But
I'll be the first to say it. That coach has got an extremely droopy face.
Okay, well,
I mean, like, that dude needs a coffee. He looks like the most tired man in the history of mankind.
Yeah. Well, who am I with this face to berate somebody?
I don't know, but I have to say, someone needs to get him a B12 shot or something.
Yeah.
But no, look, guys, this was a performance of certain individuals, and yet when you look at the comprehensive whole, it was still bad because we still got beat on two very preventable goals for crosses that shouldn't have happened. And at the end of the day, here we are holding our dick in our hands, saying to ourselves, we are not getting points. We are not getting wins. We're not really setting the tone for next season. And we're just really not. Like, it's bad, Jared. It's bad, Steve. This is a bad moment for us. In fact, my opinion is it's the worst moment for us.
Yeah. I don't understand still playing players that aren't going to be here next year. Mateo Kovacic ain't going to be here next year. And as far as I'm concerned, N'Golo Kante, bye-bye. Take your medical ass to Paris. I'm done. You're great when you're on the pitch, but if you're not on the pitch, what does it matter? He did his groin in training, apparently, reportedly, and I'm done. I'm done at this point.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, like, the reports are out that Poach wants to build a team around N'Golo Kante. So does that mean that the team plays 6 games next season, Matt? I mean, give me a break, dog.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows what Poch is going to do, realistically. They come out and said, oh, Poch wants a goalkeeper, a striker, and a defensive midfielder. No shit, so's every manager in the last 4 or 5 times. They're just regurgitating the same shit. And, of course, N'Golo Kante, in any team, a manager would like to play him in the team. But Poch will probably come in first week, see, oh, my God, Kante is horrifically injured. I can't use him. And again, articles are conflicting each other. Why would he want a defensive midfielder if he's going to play Kante as a number 6?
Yeah, true. Because if you listen,
this is where you can't believe absolutely everything the media is saying. Even if we go on to the Thiago Silva thing, Thiago Silva, Chelsea will be okay if he leaves. If he chooses to leave, it's all if, buts, and maybes. And this is where people don't read articles properly and just go with horrible takes straight away.
Okay, Patrick.
Everyone wants to leave and everyone wants to go just because the media says so.
Patrick, here's why. Because he's never freaking available to play. It doesn't matter if you're world class when you're on the field if you're never on the pitch.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Yes, I don't deny that N'Golo Kante is our best player when he's on the pitch, but he's never on the pitch. You cannot pay somebody $300,000 a week to sit in a medical facility and nurse injuries. You just can't do it. It's not feasible at this point. If you're going to build a young team, bring in Ugarte, bin off Kante, bring in Lavia to replace Kante, and there you go. Now you have your midfield set for the next 10 years. Why are we pining over what was? Because what was is not what is now.
Yeah, I mean, availability.
I was about to say that, Jared. I think N'Golo Kante is such a likable character. Obviously, you know who has anything bad to say about him. To be fair, but unfortunately, this is football, bro. This isn't like it's not a Disney story, Cinderella fairy tale, bro. Like.
Yeah, Steve, I have to say, like, is Bruno Guimaraes like this all-time likable guy? Or is he an asshole that's a great footballer? Because to me, Steve, respectfully, I don't give a shit if you're a nice guy or if you're a bad guy. I really care about – actually, to be honest with you, I want a motherfucker a D-mid.
Yeah.
I want a Roy Keane. I want an asshole.
There's no
So
nastiness in your team.
Yeah, I mean the likability
You're
thing is
easy to
so
play
overstated. You know what else? It papers over so many cracks
Yep.
that are this player: availability, bad touch, lack of height, a lot of stuff. And he fouls in the defensive third way too much. Like there's so many things about him that make him easy to criticize. And people, he smiles a lot. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
Right. No, it's time. It's time for you guys to move on from him. I think he could be a
agree.
squad player for someone, but not you guys. You guys have. The thing is, right? You need a CDM. You can't. You gotta move on, bro.
Oh, Patrick, you cannot blame everybody but the player who is 32 years old, has 100,000 miles on his legs, and is breaking down. It has nothing to do with the medical staff. It has everything to do with their injury-prone players.
Hold on, Matt's going to have an objection.
Can I answer this question? Whose idea was it to sack the medical staff? All of you guys. Every one of the fans last season was saying, we keep getting injuries. Sack the medical staff. Sack the medical staff. What did Todd Bowley do? Sack the medical staff. The medical staff was worse. And then you went, why did we sack the medical staff? Absolute fools. Absolute fools. This fan base actually frustrates me sometimes. And
frustrates Matt. Frustrates me all the time. These are morons.
Maybe Patrick himself has not said that comment. If he's never said that comment,
no, he hasn't. He hasn't.
But generally, the fans have been calling out the medical staff to be sacked years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
So we have to introduce Srinath. Look, buddy, I love your voice, your personality, and I hate giving you bad news, but we didn't get the 3 points today, pal. And I'm just continuing this parade and campaign of frustration because I'm frustrated, and I know that you are frustrated too. So talk to me, baby. What do you got?
Man, it is worse, and it is only going to get worse. If anyone is going to start blaming the new kid in the blog, saying that he's the one who's at fault, they don't know about football because that kid is. Sorry?
He was at fault.
He was at fault, but he was not the only one at fault. That's my point. Here's the thing. My take is that when the ship is sinking, we need someone who would be barking the orders. We need someone who would be stepping up the plate and saying, hey, you do this. Hey, tighten up the defense. Hey, do that. We are seeing that in John Terry. We were seeing that in Lampard. We were seeing that in Drogba. In this spine, we are not seeing that much. Okay, Silva is trying to organize his defense, but that's pretty much it. It is so disjoint.
Okay.
Everyone is like headless chicken running around.
Srinath, you just gave me a window. Now I'm going to make this very quick. But when someone that works for this club talks shit about this club, I will immediately look to criticize you. I will immediately keep tabs on you. And here we go. Number one, whose man scored the first goal? It was Thiago Silva's man. He got beat on a cross. Whose man gave the assist in the second goal? The guy that Thiago Silva cleared the ball to. Okay? So, I would expect his wife to start tweeting about his own faults in this game if she wants to be consistent and ethical. Because I'm all about consistency.
That would be funny.
I'm all about consistency. So all I ask, Bel Silva, is that you tweet about your husband costing us 2 points. Por favor, way. Por favor.
Hold on. I would have come back on that consistency quote. You being consistent. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Oh no, I was joking, man.
I was gonna say
no. But my point is that she's incredibly inconsistent because she'd never talk shit about her husband, even though he's the fault for both goals.
I mean, Bel Silva can say whatever she wants because she doesn't work for the club.
Right, but her husband does, and her husband just got a banner today. So, my lord, how about that timing?
Yes, because Carlito, if Silva wasn't here for this season, God knows how many points we would have lost more.
Well, we'll see.
Well,
I can guarantee that there is many a points we would have lost if it wasn't for Thiago Silva making goal
No.
line clearance is.
No,
He wasn't great today. He wasn't
my
great
point
today.
is, my point is very simple.
The
Do
only
not
person
talk
that's
shit.
been
Do not
anywhere
shit
near
on the.
consistent this season. Your
Matt, my
shit
point
of a
is very
player,
simple.
Havertz, has done fuck all.
Did Havertz's girlfriend talk shit on Chelsea? No.
I don't care. I don't care.
He's played like shit for Chelsea.
Hold on, Carlito. I'd rather a player play well for a good portion of the season and his girlfriend chat shit rather than someone that's been missing for 2 years and his girlfriend's silent.
I think the club is big. I think the club is bigger than everybody else.
Havertz's feet on the pitch is just silent with his girlfriend. He does nothing. He's been missing. Kai Havertz is still in Porto. I'm convinced. He's still in Porto. He's still out in Porto getting pissed because he's done fuck all since
Matthew, respectfully, I cannot imagine your girlfriend going to your job and heckling your boss.
Well, technically she does. She's part of my job. So she's just being.
Now it comes out.
Little in-house cooking. Okay. So
technically I'm her boss.
My now ex-girlfriend. If my now ex-girlfriend went to my firm and started heckling my marketing firm, it's over. So that's my point has been. My point was very clear. My point has been made very clear. Thiago Silva was bad today, and it's a very interesting day for him to do that when he's talking shit about the club. And we gave him a banner. It's a confluence of events, and he had a stinker.
So you hate him?
He chatted
No.
shit
My advice would be don't ruin your legacy as you're out the door. My advice.
I mean, he's not going to ruin his legacy because his wife chats shit.
Jay's not going to ruin his legacy over that.
Quite frankly, as well, if his wife was wrong, then I would understand. But his wife is just spitting facts, so I'm not actually that much pissed off with him. I'm glad more people are saying this.
So can we talk
Matt, I would rather the fans.
Let's talk about the football.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about football.
I was about to.
Raheem Sterling was excellent today.
Yeah, good.
Excellent.
Mendy needs to go back to the bench. And never
Jared
play
was waiting
Chelsea
for this.
Again.
Jared was waiting for
I've
this.
been saying this for 2 years, and I got mad comments how racist I was, that Mendy was the best, and you don't like him because of the color of his skin.
Please, that's not what it is.
Awful goalkeeper. And I told you, I dustily informed you 2 years ago, he wasn't the guy. But you had to slate me. So now I want apologies because I was right and you were wrong. And the only reason you liked him maybe was his ethnicity, because I don't look at those things.
Jared, I don't know if that's accurate.
Oh, I think some of them out there do. Because
I think they liked him because he was really tall and he had a really good year with Chelsea. I think that's really what it was. But
he's a one-hit wonder.
But Jared, let's just put this to bed. You criticizing him, you're criticizing his football, and that's all it is. Come on, come on, guys.
Can we for the rest of the season, just for a nice little competition, just pick out someone from the stadium, anyone to 42,000 fans, put them in goal and see what they do.
No,
raffle ticket.
Gaga.
Get Patrick in goal.
Steve was witness to an all-time argument yesterday about Slonina. Put Gaga in. Come on, man.
It wasn't an argument. It wasn't an argument. But
I mean, I do think it's too early for Gaga, but there you go.
I don't.
Why? I mean, we're playing an 18-year-old at left back who can't defend.
Who is insanely mistake
goalkeepers are known to mature much later than.
Yeah, it's different with other with that position.
Nonsense. This kid at 19 years old, 18 or 19 years old, set the record in MLS for clean sheets. Wasn't a veteran.
Yes, so that's the MLS.
That's all right.
I don't want to be rude. It's the MLS.
You are being rude.
Bring him in.
No, not being rude at all.
You would say start him tomorrow.
That's why I'm saying
this championship level.
I mean, at this point for you guys, where you're at in this season, start Slonina. Why not? I think one thing that yes, Strasbourg 2-0. Get it.
Hey, there he is.
We are surviving. We are staying up.
Matt. Steve has 50 TVs in his den. 50.
I think Steve just watches football all the time. But Steve,
I do, especially with no girlfriend now, bro. Are you kidding me?
I don't know, bro. That girl you were with yesterday was pretty cute, dude. Just saying.
She's literally a lesbian, but we'll move on.
They can swing.
No.
Fair enough.
Like, we
Anyways.
move on from this.
Anyways, one thing I worry about with Slanina is your fan base going to get on his ass, about mistakes.
I know this will happen.
Like,
soon as he
really,
makes a mistake.
really, like, bro, I worry for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him to play.
I'm not saying he's mentally weak. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for him to play if we're going to accept that he's going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Because if not, don't play him. Let him go out on loan and learn. Because otherwise, I know what will happen. We'll play him, and even people will go. This will be the fan base. We'll go, oh, he's young. We'll let him grow. We'll let him make mistakes. Makes one mistake, boom.
Fucking yank.
Blah, blah,
this
blah,
yank
blah,
goalkeeper,
blah,
he's crap.
We should have never got rid of Mendy. We should have never got rid of Kepa. Let's put Mount in goal because why not? Out Chelsea,
You
mineral.
can't fix stupid.
Oh, I know, Justin. I'm just saying.
But this is what I'm saying. 90% of the fan base is stupid. You know Salino is going to get absolute obliterated if he makes a mistake.
Hey, Matt, can I say this one thing? And this is something I've just witnessed with fandom. For me, my opinion changes on a player over a couple of seasons. My issue with this fan base, and I think hold on, my real opinion. But I think that the issue with this fan base is that their opinion on players changes game to game.
Yeah.
And that is a very myopic and reactionary way to treat sports in general. You know, and like I look at like a guy like Marcus Smart on the Boston Celtics. I haven't liked Marcus Smart the entire time he's been there. I don't like him. Fans change their mind every game. But like with this team, right? You look at a player like Joao Felix, or you look at a player like Ruben, or you look at a player like Kai Havertz, and people change their mind on them game to game, and I just don't think that's the way to do it. I think you should just have an opinion and stick with it. Like I think that Havertz is a good player, and I'm going to stick with that opinion. If it gets bad enough where I have to change my mind, I will. That's fine. But I just feel like a lot of this fan base is so reactionary that they change their mind on players every game, and it's a weird way to live as a Chelsea fan. It's weird.
It's. I'm on the spectrum, so I know this. I used to be very black and white, especially when I was young, right?
Sure.
There was one way. If my mom didn't drive me to preschool, the grocery store, or any of that, if she didn't go the exact way that we always went, I'd be like, what the hell's going on? Why are we going this way? But
Sure.
Sometimes you have to go a different way because there's construction or there's a accident or whatever. You got to have bro, people are too black and white. And thank God my mother and father got me help because I don't want to be black and white, bro. There's gray in life. And you're right, Carlito, bro. The Chelsea fan base is autistic. Black and white, bro.
Well, I mean, it's just a weird way to
Not you guys.
vacillate. No, it's a weird way to vacillate between he's good, he's shit, he's good, he's shit.
Yeah.
And it's like I look at like Badiashile. I don't think Badiashile had a great game today, but I think objectively he is a really good player. And
I've liked him for years.
I'm a fan. I think he's going to be a really, really smart signing. And he's already shown that like he just didn't have a good game today. You know, Chalobah, I objectively don't think Chalobah is a good player.
He's decent. That's the gray. That's the gray in the black.
I thought Chalobah was excellent today, but it doesn't change my mind about him as a player. But today, he was on it, and he wasn't just trying hard; he was trying smart. So I did appreciate that effort. Going forward,
David De Gea is going to win the Golden Gloves this year in the Premier League.
Globes.
That's the best thing that could ever happen because he's going to keep on posting games.
Oh, thanks for that, Mel. I need to laugh. Oh, the United fan base will be going. I said, I think it was earlier this year I was on.
Oh, the Golden Glove. I think you said Golden Globes.
Gloves. What the fuck? But I said that I would trade Mendy for De Gea straight up.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And people were slating me for that. And I would still trade Mendy for De Gea straight up. I'm sorry. Oh, you gotta love this poor take FC. You got
influencers turning on each other now, Jared.
Oh, but the Prem is the best in the world.
You got Khan and Alex Goldberg feuding. I mean, the whole fan base just hates each other. It's amazing. Matthew, Can we turn this around, or is this going to be a process? I have to ask you this.
Well, it's a mixture of the both, really. If you want to use the word process, we are going to turn it around. It's not going to take 5 minutes to turn around, but we will hopefully turn this around. We just need to get it right in terms of 1, the manager, 2, what players are we bringing in, what players are we bringing out, and 3, are we going to bring in a philosophy and have an overall philosophy of the club in terms of Poch is here. We play a specific philosophy. We play a philosophy for the club. Poch plays that philosophy. If Poch goes, we can bring in a manager that fits that same philosophy. Because the abundant problem with Chelsea Football Club is we've gone from Kante style football to Sarri style football, which was different, completely opposite ends of the spectrum. Then you've gone and played Lampard, which is like half in between, but Lampard doesn't really have a style. Then you've gone to Thomas Tuchel, who is a completely different to any of them three. And then you've gone to Graham Potter, who again, you don't. There is no substance or style. You look at Man City. Man City have prepared their style, how they want to play. Obviously, Pep tinkers little things here and there, but overall, the whole ethic and philosophy of the club is the same. And that's what you've got to do as a club. That's why I've had so many problems in these players, because no one can play well because all of these players are from different styles, so different philosophies. So none of them can play together. None of them can gel. And this is why I've always said this. We've collapsed this season, but this is not all on Potter. This is not all on Bowley. This is abundance of all the mistakes that we've made in the 3, 4, 5, 6 years that I've been harking on about for the last 3 or 4 years, but no one wanted to listen. No one wanted to criticise the board until Bowley come in, until American comes in, because, it's time to criticise the American every 5 minutes. But no one wanted to criticise the problems that we had before. And now it's hit us in this season because we've had an unstable summer, which it's unstable, but it was unstable because of other reasons, not outside of our own. But Bowley couldn't do anything about it, apart from a few mistakes he's made. Potter couldn't do anything about it. Tuchel couldn't do anything about it. No one could do anything about it except, and this is where people are going to slag me off, Roman Abramovich being an idiot and getting himself in trouble he shouldn't have got into.
Oh, and the loan system.
The club under Roman in the last 5 years, yes, it's won us trophies. It's won us some trophies. Well done. Won us Champions League. Great. Thomas Tuchel did a very good job with that team. We've won occasional FA Cups here and there. But it has been so flawed and so not in the way that we were supposed to be. Since Marina Grafskaya has come in and taken predominant charge of this club, we have slowly morphed into this mesh of a team. Under Emanalo, you had a lot more of a plan. And yes, we chopped and changed, but there was still a plan. There is no plan. And this is why hopefully Vivell, Paul Winstanley, and whoever else is running the club, because at the moment there's about 1 billion people running the club at different levels, but whoever is predominantly running the club can bring back this philosophy. But when you're going from 4 or 5 different philosophies, you're trying to put them in a jigsaw and it's not working, it's going to take time to find the right pieces. We've got to find the edges first, and then we've got to fix the middle. And we haven't even found the edges yet, so we've got to fix the edges before we fix the middle.
One thing, Matt, when Roman and Marina was there, they were having a totally different direction and a totally different philosophy. If you see the lone army, or however they want to term it, but it is an army of like nearly 20 odd people. Some of them made it to the first team. Some of them were sold. And they were even looking to acquire a new club to make it like, the Man City project, like to have different clubs in different leagues. And we have the army of players, and oh my God, Steven. So they have an army of players who would go from club to club to gain experience. But now this war and other dynamics have changed, the sanctions, which made the new owner to come in, and he has a different perspective. He doesn't know about what the Roman era was. He doesn't know about what was going on, and he had a change in the board. And from what I heard, Marina chose to walk out rather than him firing. That was what I heard, which I don't know if it is true or not. But if that is the case, then it is like I am given a software without a manual. I would make mistakes.
Yeah.
People don't get the point that I have bought a club for 6 billion and you guys have bought a season ticket and telling me how to run a club, because that's how it is over here right now.
Yeah. I mean, under the whole Marina thing, what the idea was that Todd Bowley was looking to eventually replace him, because naturally you don't keep the same people in. But it was originally agreed that they wanted to do a transition period. So Marina would stay on for another 6 months to a year, Petr too, until they found a suitable replacement. But Marina decided to throw her toys out the pram and say, nope, I don't want to stay for 6 months. I want to go now. And Todd Bowley therefore had to get rid of it then.
Matt, I don't think that he planned on that. Matt, I don't think he planned on that.
No, he didn't plan that. No one would plan that. And then Czech, again, he was brought in and said, "Well, Marina's gone. We don't want to. We didn't want to get rid of Czech at all." So people in the comments saying we sacked Czech as a legend.
No, we did not sack Czech. No, we did not.
Actually, we were looking to keep him in another role. But he said, "No, I had a good relationship with Marina, and I don't want to work without. I don't want to take."
Matt, are you intimating that he did this in solidarity?
Yes, effectively, they left at the exact same time in solidarity.
I don't think that professional people should do that. I just don't.
No.
I think that is a bad motive. That's a bad motive.
I would understand with Czech in a way, because I do understand that Czech is not ready to do it on his own.
Yeah, but Matt, oftentimes when people do that shit in solidarity, they both end up really disappointed.
No, this is why we were left in an absolute shithole of a situation.
Yeah. I don't like hearing that. And I think you're right, by the way. I think you're right.
But my point, and again with the loan army was kind of a philosophy, but not really. It was known as a money-making scheme. It was half a money-making scheme for young players.
For Vitesse.
And the other half was just to ship off people that we couldn't get rid of selling. The whole point of the loan army was we stuck with people like Saar, Bakayoko, Ross Barkley, and all them kind that we just simply couldn't sell off. That's why we had the loan army.
Hey, Matt, don't you also think it was a little bit wishful thinking that one of these players would come good and then it would be worth it? But FIFA is shutting that down, dude. We're not going to be able to do that scheme anymore because it was a scheme.
You can do 5 loans now, FIFA said.
Juventus was the only team that had more people on loan than us. We had 45, 50 people on loan at one time. That's a lot of players. That's a lot of players for Felix Johnston to tweet about.
And now where it's going to change is we're going to have this multi-club model. So obviously there are certain clubs that we are looking at potentially and getting in, some closer to home than others. But the idea is that rather than having loan army now, we will have players that will be scouted and young players will be brought into these multi-club feeders. If they play well and they look well, Chelsea will go in for them. And obviously, because it's a part of our multi-club model, we're not going to get ripped off for them players, or they sell them off to other people for ridiculous money. So it is revolutionising this loan army statement and making it actually more better and competitive. And
he's streamlining it, Matt. He's streamlining it.
Streamline, but it also helps these clubs because these clubs are run by hopefully competent owners if the multi-club model is good. Obviously, Man City's owners, that is an example of a good set of owners, and there are certain clubs that are doing okay with that and are getting cash injections. I mean, there's currently one with the Belgian league at the moment where Man City own a club called Lommel, and there's a bit of problems in there because other clubs are moaning that they got a £16 million cash injection from Man City. But obviously, it's been done on infrastructure and stuff like that.
Matt, go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah, my point is these clubs wouldn't get it without that. So this multi-club model is good. Todd Bowley is trying to bring a philosophy in to set this club for the future and not keep us just hovering above water like we have for the past 6 years. We were going to get taken out, and we've been taken out this season. And it's unfortunate it's been under Bowley rather than Roman. I kind of wish it went under Roman because then Marina would actually get the criticism she deserves.
Okay, but there's another thing, and this is you brought up a point, and I want to bring this up because For the most part, clubs are owned by private ownership. Now, there are exceptions for clubs that are on the stock exchange. Man United is one of them. Juventus is another, right? But for the most part, these are private owners. And yet there are certain clubs like Newcastle and Manchester City and PSG that are owned by nation states. And I actually think that there eventually will be a rule that says that this cannot happen. Now, I think there's a lot wrong with it.
No, there's nothing.
I think that there is a lot wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, you're saying
we want to win trophies.
Well, technically,
okay. But my thing is that you are siphoning money to the club by a country. That to me is nefarious.
Yeah, but Carlito, how does Real Madrid work then? Because Real Madrid have been doing this for years. Real Madrid are
but they don't do it as blatantly as they
Real
do
Madrid,
as Man City.
Oh no, it's very blatant. Well, Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Madrid and Barcelona got there.
They're still connected to the Spanish
government.
But that's more politically than actual monetarily.
But you brought up a political point about the country. It's
Real Madrid. That's why they're called Real.
Hold on. Now there's a political schism between Catalonia and the nation state of Spain. Real Madrid represents the nation state of Spain. Barcelona historically and culturally represents the pseudo nation state of Catalonia. I get it, but I'm talking about blatant funneling of money to clubs from countries. Okay. I'm not talking about subsidizing. I'm talking about actual capital injections, and that is a difference. And I don't think that it should be allowed. And eventually, I think there will be a rule.
Carlito, you're telling me there hasn't been capital injections into Real Madrid?
What I'm saying is that it's not as blatant.
You can't even tell me that Leicester City haven't gotten involved.
Hold on. Real Madrid is not owned by the country of Spain. That's not true. It's just
it's not, but it has connections. AKA,
congratulations! It's a cultural asset. The way that we
never
should have been treated.
Go bust.
You know what?
Real
the way
Madrid
that Chelsea should have been treated as a cultural asset by the UK government, but they wanted to be discarded. No. Real Madrid is a cultural asset of Spain. It does not mean that they are owned by Spain. They are not owned by Spain. So stop saying that they are. Stop intimating that they are. They're not. They're not.
But I never said that they are. Point here, and let me give you the correct point on this. We saw it already in the Premier League. If the owner is from a country that falls out with England, they're done. They'll have to sell. So maybe you should not look at royalty from certain countries that might have a falling out with the English government, because that will affect your club.
So, but you're talking about the guy that made the same ruling, the same guy that was ousted. The same guy that was ousted is the same guy that made the ruling. So I'm just saying there's a lot of hypocrisy going on. I don't think that nation states should be able to own clubs. That's my only point, and I know it was tangential to the conversation today. I got it. But I had to make that point because Matt was talking about all these things and I wanted to interject.
Fair enough.
Fair play. So the game, we got our last point of the season. Does everybody agree with that? Because we ain't getting a point against Man City.
Man United away.
They'll probably we ain't getting a point there, and we're not beating Newcastle on the last day. So
I don't know.
Last point of the season.
Most probably.
Potentially.
No, Jared, I don't
might
do prediction radio.
You might get a point off us.
If we are going to get a point, I think it'll be off United, because we've always been drawn with United. And they've always
That's true. You haven't lost at Old Trafford in 4 years.
And United looks shit in general. Yeah. So I have a feeling it's going to be a shit 0-0, 1-1, kind of like the game earlier in the season. We might, and then we can just celebrate getting a final point there. But that I see us getting battered by City, and I see us getting comprehensively beat by Newcastle, because Newcastle will have something to fight for potentially. We don't.
No, I think City's going to be.
Love the optimism, Matt. I love the optimism.
City's going to be a 5-0 early.
No, Carlito, I'll say it how it is.
I respect you for it. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to call you cynical.
We gave up 2 to Nottingham Forest, who are the worst team at home.
Yeah, I don't blow smoke off people's asses.
Well, don't intimate that I do either. I don't.
I'm not saying you do, but I'm not like people who are saying we're going to win everything. And win
I think that my whole thing, prediction radio, it's so ESPN. I just think that
Wait,
ESPN.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Prediction radio.
Well, I used to work for ESPN. They always do like, oh, so I predict this is going to happen and let's do this and that. It's like, no, nobody really knows. But I don't know. Maybe we show up for City and we win Arsenal the league. Who knows?
No.
I got some oceanfront property in Arizona as well.
Yeah, and I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn, my dude.
I have more chance of winning the lottery than us.
Matt, this is a good question. Why didn't Mudryk play? What the hell?
Because Lampard has a problem with Mudryk for some reason.
Because
Lampard keeps acting like he's going to be the coach next season. He's not. I mean, come on, man. Why aren't you supposed to be the shepherd? You're supposed to be the shepherd. I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd. He's not shepherding shit.
Not trying
he's just
at all.
He's just doing his own thing.
No, I mean, I would have played Mudryk. I would have definitely played Mudryk.
I have a question. Why didn't we play Fofana today? Datro
He's
Fofana.
not very good because I don't think
Datro Fofana is not good enough to be in the squad. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs
We needed a physical presence up front, and we didn't have anyone.
Now, hey, Shanoff, I don't think that we're giving up on Fofana. Jesters, I don't think you are either. I just think right now it's just not there.
He needs a loan.
Yeah.
He's alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree that he needs a loan. I'm not denying that. It's just that.
But he's here right now, and so play him. That's your logic.
That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, I would have probably played him today because it's Nottingham Forest. It's
exactly.
I wouldn't have played him against the next 3 teams. I wouldn't play him in the next 3 games at all because that's too much of a level. Nottingham Forest, maybe give him a go. Or at least I would have just brought him on, see what he's got.
My point is, instead of bringing in Kai Havertz, we could have brought in Fofana and see what he could have done. I mean, I'm not saying that Kai Havertz is bad. I'm just saying that that's debatable, and I'm not going into that debate. I'm just making a point saying that we have a game where we know we are just going to be, we are already safe. It is just accumulating more points. So why not give the kid a chance?
Yeah. No, you have nothing to lose, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
We have nothing to lose, but why? Again, we're looking for a striker in the summertime, so he's not the answer. Obviously,
definitely not the answer right here, right now.
No.
So there's no reason to put him on the pitch and ruin his maybe transfer value, or if you're going to move him on, his sell-on value, because he's not going to show good again in this squad.
Jared, I'll ask the panel. I'll start with Matt. Look, who are we going to buy at striker? Because I think of this as a team that is not on the precipice by any means, but could absolutely turn things around very quickly with the acquisition of Chris Nkunku and Malo Gusto and Andre Santos. I think that if you added a striker and perhaps, in my opinion, Manuel Ugarte from Sporting, who's very good, if we added a striker, I think that we could be competing immediately, not winning everything. I mean, that's a crapshoot. I don't know, but competing for sure. And Matt, I mean, the question is something that you see all these old school pundits. These old school pundits always interject and say, Chelsea doesn't have a striker. Chelsea doesn't have a striker. They always do it every game. You hear all these pundits, and before, after, and during the game, they always say, Chelsea doesn't have a striker. And really what they want to do is they want the old school way of football to continue. They don't want any new school Pep Guardiola last year and the season prior, false nine type bullshit. They want the old school way of playing football. They want a strong, big striker. Okay, well, maybe they're right in this perspective. Maybe they are right that we do need a new striker and we need a big one. We need an old school one.
Finisher.
And yeah, and I think the answer, Steve, this may be blatant and it may be obvious, but I think the answer is Harry Kane. I think that whatever it costs, I think is worth it.
But I think Harry Kane's not your typical old school striker either.
No, he's not. But he's a striker. He's a goal scorer.
But he can play a range of different ways.
Yeah. 100%. He's only a modern
striker.
You
could play him as a 10. You could play him as a 10.
Oh, no, he's just an amazing player is my point. But, yeah, he plays striker, but he doesn't really. He plays creator.
I would go all out for Kane.
All out, no matter what. You give them, 80 million a couple players?
And please. What gives me a bit of kind of a bone to go at and get is the fact that on Wednesday or Thursday, when everyone was saying, Harry Kane staying because he's talking about Tottenham standards. It was funny that he mentioned Poch all of a sudden.
Yeah, he did. He named him.
Why name drop Poch?
Yeah.
When all of a sudden Poch is going to be at another club in London where you want to stay.
Matt,
And you know what's even funnier, Matt? Nagelsmann just rejected them as well.
Yeah. Matt, if there was ever a time, dude, if there was ever a time, it would be now. We've
got to do it now because Tottenham have to sell. Unless Kane signs a new contract, which I think if he does, I lose respect for him because you've got. I agree because he'd be ruining his career. If he doesn't sign a contract, Daniel Levy is a money man, and Enoch and Tom Lewis are money men. They will not want to lose Harry Kane's money, so they have to sell him. There is not many people that will get Harry Kane. Man City have already got a striker. Liverpool can't afford him. Arsenal, it's Arsenal. They're not going to sell to Arsenal. Real Madrid have already got Benzema. They're looking for Haaland next. Barcelona can't afford him. Potentially PSG, but is PSG a club anyone really wants to go to at the moment with their kind of chaos?
The other one, Bayern Munich. Steve, who's the person they want? Because they can't afford an Osherman. Who's the player they want at Bayern Munich?
Bayern Munich can't afford Kane either.
No, Steve.
Bayern mentioned with the transfer policy, don't pay crazy money.
No, there's a striker they want. Is that Kolo Muani?
Rondo Colomani.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Very good player. Very good.
Okay, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
My point is the only two people that can sign Harry Kane is Chelsea and Manchester United. Now, where Manchester United is iffy is because of the ownership stuff. That's not going to get sorted anytime soon. And if it is Jim Ratcliffe, that's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. It's not going to be dealt with anytime soon. You're still going to have the Glazers in, and it's still going to be the same old shit. The only way Man United sign Harry Kane is on deadline day when they want to appease the fan. Yeah. But that's where Chelsea's job is to go in and do it first. Go in and snatch it now. Don't wait for Man United to go and get Harry Kane. Do it now. Start talking now. I don't care if Tottenham are saying, "No, go away." Keep being that stubborn person that goes in and keeps saying, well, "What do you want? What do you want? How much?
And Harry Kane wants to stay in the Premier League to get the record, so he's not going outside.
He wants to stay in London. He's just
he's a London boy. It's not like he doesn't want to stay here. Of course he does. He cares about the league. I know he cares about the league.
Well, Sadiq tells me, besides London, the rest of England is a shithole. So why would anybody go in?
And he's also just handmade built his own house in London. You don't build a house and then just leave it.
Yeah.
So he's going to stay in London.
So I would not be surprised at all if he ends up with Chelsea. I would not be surprised at all.
See, Steve, I'm thinking about the other strikers. Osherman, bro, ADL ain't going to do it. ADL is not gonna.
He said he wants to win Champions League.
Yeah, I think he's in it. I think he's entrenched in that front three that he has. By the way, great front three. No shit.
Is doing fine.
But I also don't want to pay 120 mils for it.
No. ADL will bleed. Whoever really tries him, he will bleed them. He will bleed them.
I do not.
For like 200, he'll get something.
120 mil. It just gives me Lukaku vibes. I know it's. Because it's Italian league, same type of strike. I just don't want to go near Osherman at the moment. The only other person I'd go near is Ivan Toney. I don't believe the whole £100 million rumours because Brentford are not getting that.
Especially with the betting thing, it's still completely unresolved.
Matt, that's what I was talking about earlier. I was like, dude, I don't know if that betting thing is going away.
It won't go away. He will get banned. But it depends on when he gets banned.
There was a guy named Pete Rose.
Cincinnati Reds.
Hey, by the way, Charlie Hustle.
Who is not only banned from baseball, he can't even get into the Hall of Fame.
By the way, this is a person that hit more baseballs than the MLB, had contact more time than anyone in the history of the game, dead ball or live ball era, and he can't.
Oh, he was a wonderful player.
Unbelievable.
A legend of the game. But the betting.
Guess what? No dice, dog. No dice.
Who's the other Jesters? Who's the other guy?
Oh, there's a couple.
Guy who's hitting dingers. Barry Bonds.
Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Andy Pettit, all of them. Yeah.
He hit mad dingers for years and years and years and years.
That dude was on juice though, because his head got.
The funny thing
is, this big and got this big.
If he went, but even if you subtract his
Giants
years, where shout out, but before Barry Bonds started juicing, he was already a Hall of Famer because he was that good, good.
He just went up another level. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he also gained like 60 pounds of muscle. Those are kind of ridiculous. So, anyways, moving on. Yeah, Matt, the Ivan Toney thing, good player, but I don't think that it's feasible. This is what I was talking about earlier. Like, what are you talking about? Is that, dude, I think that he's going to get in trouble for this.
Yeah, it will be. That's why you've got people have got to look at it and go, well, is it going to be 6 months? Is it going to be 3 months, 9 months, a year?
I think it's going to be at least a year.
The question is it also going to be a thing that you can get these things such as backdated bans? So is he already on a backdated ban, a suspended ban? There are different bans that he can have. And it depends on how much they're going to throw the book at him. Now, they want to get – I think this will get spoke about in the summer. And I think that's why Brentford are trying to put out 100 million now just to say,
2-0 Dortmund.
Come in and get him, come in and get him, come in and get him. But in the summer, it's all going to be done and dusted. I would like Ivan Toney. If it wasn't for this betting thing, I'd go get him. I don't think he must.
He's funny. He's cool. He's a good player. I like him.
Even. Very good, yeah.
Hey, Sadiq, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys, man? How you
doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I had a bad long day, but
You all
we didn't
right?
lose today, guys. Yeah, I'm all right, man. How you been? How's Newcastle?
You two with goddamn
Oh,
leads.
man. God.
Sadiq is such a wolf in sheep clothing. He's
Listen,
such a
I
wolf.
hope Newcastle finish on top of United. Don't get twisted. I hope they do, finish. Are you guys behind them now?
No, we have a 24 goal difference between them.
All right,
Same
hold on.
teams.
Let's
Same
get
teams.
a-
Same points in
Let's
same
get
game.
a table update. Okay, here we go. All right, Manchester City, Arsenal. So Newcastle, 35 games. Manchester United, 35 games, 66 points. Goal differential of 22. A lot of that has to do with Newcastle's up until very recently good defense. Now, not so much. Liverpool drifting 4 points behind. I actually do think that at the end of the day, it's going to be United and Newcastle. Tottenham, they're poop soup. And a game ahead, so no bueno. Holy shit, that Dortmund goal was fucking sick. Did you just see that, Steve? Anyways,
Did they score another?
Oh, what a flick!
Daniel Malin.
Yeah, so the table. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Newcastle.
Oh, that was nice.
Woo! It's
Back
gonna be
heel.
Newcastle United. Yeah. So there you go. Dog, that was a great goal.
That was fantastic.
Jude is on a brace.
Yeah.
Sterling was on a hat trick.
Hey,
AC
Sadiq,
Milan 0-0.
Yo, Sadiq, Sterling was really good today.
Yo, I don't want to be that negative guy, but before his goals, wasn't he below par?
Yes.
No, but goals, dude.
I thought it was just me.
No. Goals galvanized.
The whole team was below par.
Look, hold on, Sadiq, hold on.
Confidence.
You watched Jason Tatum, Game 6, fourth quarter, made 5 threes in a row. Okay, the game is 90 minutes. It's not 25 minutes, right? So when Sterling scores those 2 goals, galvanizes performance. Then he looked like Man City Sterling. He was really good. So you have to look at it from a comprehensive work of art, man. It's not just.
And that's why I've said there's a player in Sterling. That's why I'm happy to keep faith in him.
No, listen though. There is one thing I noticed about Sterling after the 2 goals. The guy started taking on players.
Yeah.
Does wonders.
For once.
No, he was throwing step overs. I didn't even know that was in his repertoire. I didn't even know.
I've seen this. Sterling on the tickle.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Sterling lost his way under Potter, rightly or wrongly. I think Sterling should have been, but I don't think Potter really took to Sterling that well at all. But I think under the right man, I think Poch, the way Poch made Song look really good. Yeah. I don't see why he can't do the same to Raheem Sterling. And Raheem Sterling,
but he doesn't have the foot skills that like Son has. He doesn't have the foot skills. Son has got great touch.
But Poch is known for getting the best out of his wingers.
That's a fair point. It's a fair point.
And I think Sterling, Mudryk, Madueke are all going to benefit from Poch.
Oh, Mudryk better be playing next season, mate.
Mudryk will play once Lampard goes and we stop having this weird agenda on him.
Mudryk will be back up.
I don't think Mudryk will start. I think it will be Sterling on the left, Madueke on the right, and
big money move. You got to start, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jesus Christ.
No, but he's a young kid. Maybe Sterling starts on the right, Mudryk starts on the left, and Madueke gets on the bench. But Mudryk is not going to start every game.
By the way, Matt, you brought up Madueke. I think he overplayed this game. I think that he was trying too hard.
Yeah, he was trying too hard, but I'd rather someone try too hard than not try too
hard. No, I mean, this is between trying hard and trying smart. I think that he was over dribbling. I think he was over.
No, but Carlito, I said this in the last game when you were waxing lyrical about Madueke.
I was giving him praise. Come on.
Madueke is a great player, but he's raw, and he's going to take a little bit of time, but he's young. He's still got this time.
Yeah, but isn't it so predictable that he has a great game and then he tries too hard and has a bad game, which I thought he did today. I thought he had a bad game.
This is the thing, he's going to learn from this, and this is where I kind of like not you specifically, but other people are going flip flopping. Oh, Madueke's the next.
Oh, you called me a flip flop earlier, Matt. Come on.
Yeah, you're the one thing you flip flopped on is King Louis. Remind you of King Louis? November it was. King Louis, and then suddenly.
Lewis he's mistake prone. I am amending my constitution. I am amending it.
Wait, what happened?
I called Lewis all King Louis.
Do you remember that game of run of games when Lewis Hall was playing? He was playing quite well. I think it was actually when we played Forest.
Man City as well.
Man City as well.
Yeah. It was Man City, yeah. It was Man City.
The whole Carlito was going the whole time, King Louis this, King Louis that. And this is where I'm coming on. Flip-flop Carlito.
Oh, no, he's got Sadiq. He's got me. He's got me dead to rights.
Fair play, bro. Fair play.
Matt Ball. Agent provocateur.
Reactionary Carlito, just like all these other fans.
Agent provocateur. Matt Ball only dines at one restaurant. It's the Kentucky Fried Chickens. Oh, this guy.
Hey, guys. Hey. A lot of hate for Felix, man. I'm not liking it, man.
Do you think Felix will be there next season?
Yes.
With us?
Yeah, on loan.
Bro, Joao Felix still doesn't know his best position. Still doesn't.
Oh, the Mason
Is that
Mount
you
problem.
saying that, or is that Lampard saying that?
No, that's me watching him for years now, ever since he left Benfica. He's
a wing. He's a winger attacking mid.
But then he plays a different game, and then he plays really well here, and then he struggles, and then he goes back to the wing and struggles, and then he goes here and struggles. Bro, he's too on and off. He's way too on and off.
Well, I mean, look, he's certainly one of my favorite players in this team, but I'm not.
Oh, he's a good player.
I'm not void of criticism for him. I thought he was all style, no substance.
This is the Dybala problem at Juventus.
Oh, don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare.
Dybala could never nail down a certain position.
Paulo Dybala won Italian League Player of the Year. The year he won it under Sarri. They won the league that year. Yeah. Don't you dare compare him to Dybala.
But then after Sarri, Pirlo didn't know what to do with Dybala. He was all over the place.
That's a false equivalency. Paul
no, it's not a false equivalency. I did not say that it is the exact same.
He won Player of the Year.
He has not been Player of the Year past that point. Past that season with Sarri.
It's a bad take.
No, it's not a bad take.
But Dybala scored 22 league goals under.
What year was that?
A couple years ago.
Oh, okay. And what has he done in the past couple of years up until Roma? What's he done?
Guys. Prime part 2. Let's get ready to rumble.
No.
Steve against Goalkeeper. Let's go.
Steve picked a soft spot for me because I'm a Dybala guy.
No, I like Dybala, bro. I hate him now because he's at Roma. But, bro, he literally, Dybala post Sarri at Juventus for about 3 or 4 years did not have a nailed-on starting position for club or country, by the way.
He lost his way.
That's all.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of him.
Okay.
Very talented. Roma, but
this is coming from me. I wanted Dybala at Chelsea before.
I wanted him too. Still want him, by the way.
I do think he lost his way, and that's why I'm glad and happy, despite obviously Steve not liking Roma, but I'm happy that he's starting to find his form again at Roma. Mourinho, a player who doesn't get the best out of attacking players, apparently.
By the way, I mean, I actually do think PSG is going to have a go at Mourinho. I'm not even joking, and I think that he would actually.
I think he's
be the right
staying
guy.
at Roma. He's staying at Roma for me.
Ooh, you want to bet on that one again?
I want you to be correct so bad. I can't do this Roma success thing. It hurts my soul. It hurts and degrades my soul, bro.
Lazio
Life
Steve.
is shit.
You gotta live with it, bro. You gotta live with it. It's Jose. We are talking about Jose.
I still had a girlfriend when Roma were trophyless. All of a sudden, they win a trophy. Bam, done. 4 years relationship, bro. A coincidence? I think not.
Jesus Christ, Steve.
Bro, it's deeper. Bro, it's not.
This is not a therapy session.
Hey,
It's deeper than rap.
guys, I wanted to ask. I
Yeah.
know that Everton might get relegated. So, do you think we could add Calvert? What do you think?
I love DCL, man. I'm a DCL guy.
No, do not.
I'm a DCL guy.
Yo, he's had two good. He's had two good
Calvert-Lewin
games.
was another one of those flavor of the month players.
I like
Good
Marvel
games this whole
DC.
season.
I like Marvel DC.
DCL.
Calvert-Lewin
DCL.
was one of these flavor of the month players who did rubbish for the first
Like
3-4 years of his youth career. At
Matt,
And then-
whenever a
and then
player has a
come in
good
and
month,
then
whenever
come in
a
and
player
done 1 or 2 good seasons and has done fuck all once again.
no, whenever a player has a good month, Matt roots for that player to have a bad month after that. That
No, I
is
don't.
his
No, I don't.
mentality.
No, I don't.
Wait, so Matt
Oh.
likes consistency?
No.
Oh my
Matt,
God,
Matt
yeah.
is rooting for people to be exposed about flavor of the month.
This is what I mean. Carlito just like flavor of the month players.
No, I like
Dominic
Dominic
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin. I think he's good.
No, there's bro. We have not seen a good Dominic Calvert-Lewin season. Season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has not had a good Premier League season since
shout out
Ancelotti.
Shout out Sadiq with the Mishu. Oh my God, that is so good.
And you know what?
Swansea.
Miku won a trophy.
Hey, yo, Sadiq, guess what?
Carlito's that same guy.
exactly.
Carlito's that guy that would have paid like 50 million for Michu after that.
No.
season.
Mishu had one game for Spain. One game. And they were like, nah, we're good.
He wants Tammy next.
Oh, man. No, I want Harry Kane. I mean, he's
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
in my opinion,
You don't want
I actually-
Martinez? You don't want Martinez?
Ooh, I love Martinez as well.
Yeah,
These are all good players, man. They're objectively good.
Wait,
The
so
other
hold on.
part-
I got a question for you guys. Do you think Lukaku is going to be playing football for you guys?
No.
No!
No.
Maybe.
I'm not convinced.
So
if I'm honest.
can I bring this up because this is
Yeah.
this is something that was said. So CEO of Inter said there's basically a 60% chance that Lukaku will come back, and I don't
doubt
know
it.
why. I don't know why owners do that type of shit, but really, it's going to be about whether we're lenient on the loan fee. But I don't actually think Chelsea wants him back. I mean, it's been a disaster. They're not stupid. They know the fans hate him, and they know that he doesn't want to go to Chelsea. So it's not really that. It's not some professional secret that he doesn't want to be here.
Sounds like the girlfriend which nobody wants.
Yeah.
Sounds like a girlfriend which nobody wants. The guy like, you take it, like that.
She's not a damn Happy Meal, man. My goodness.
Big Rom.
Where are people?
I know 4-0 Dortmund. Hilarious.
I'm watching.
Hey, shout out Hilaire. That guy came back from cancer. Shout out to him, bro.
But yeah,
Awesome.
if we're going back to the Everton discussion, the only player that I would take.
Oh, Sadiq, put that back on. Put it back on.
Another shocker.
Yes.
Bro, that face. That's
Dude.
Lukaku's face when he sees
dude,
a KFC.
Sadiq-
I love his
so-
thumbnail. Big up Harry.
Sadiq is so jealous of that thumbnail face. He's
No, big
so
up
jealous.
Harry, man. I love that.
I
thumbnail.
love
Thanks,
Harry.
bro.
The best.
Sindra, man, welcome.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, Sindra?
I'm good.
Are you?
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
At
the
least-
line is good.
At least you're not AC
Can't-
Milan
can't-
drawing the
can't
Spezia.
defend. What? Didn't Lazio draw to Lecce?
Bro, the 2-2 draw has been not
I don't
good for me lately.
I don't know which team is worse to draw to. But
Yeah.
like, what were defending for those 2 goals we But fair play to Sterling. He actually showed in the second half why he should
Now
have
Carlito's
started.
gone. Can I just
Like you
say,
said in the
Sterling's
chat,
top
like
goal scorer
why
now.
What
Sinja,
was that?
top
What
goal
was
scorer?
that?
he's
Sinja, I
tied.
think you're lagging.
He's tied with Havertz.
Yep.
Who's tied?
No.
Sterling?
Sterling.
Oh my
Sterling
God,
needs
that's
one more goal when he
hilarious.
goes past Kai
That's
Havertz.
hilarious.
I told Carlito that now. Why didn't no one say that?
No, because Carlito getting another fit. And I think I've already bodied him enough today. What if he's just left because he's done?
Where did he go? Oh, we should. Oh my God.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I lagging now?
Sterling played really well.
He's
and
fine now.
And I think you just need to, with Sterling, you need to get a good team around him and play well and be confident.
Yeah.
And once Sterling's confident, he'll go and run at players. I mean, he was great under Tuchel. God knows how many points Sterling won us and didn't win us. Oh well, many won us under Tuchel. He was the catalyst for Tuchel. I mean, I think it was Southampton game he scored goals. West Ham game he scored goals. A couple other games where he scored goals as well. He hasn't played well since. I think he lost his way under Potter. Lampard has kind of started to try and get him back a little bit, but I think he just needs that fresh start under Poch. I think Poch will get the best out of him, and I think you'll see Sterling. I'll put it right here now. You'll get 15 goals from Sterling next season.
And
if you can get Poch and a good striker around him.
Yeah, and to be fair, Sterling is now, like you said, tied with nine goals in all competitions for him and Havertz this season in all comps. That's just it shows you how terrible we have been attacking wise. So yeah, and we have never in our Premier League history gone without having at least one player on above 10 goals in all competitions in a season. Yeah, and
didn't want to say it, but it makes them out.
But we have
minerals.
We have some tough games ahead of us. City, United, and Newcastle as our three remaining games. That's going to be fun. I think arguably this could be our last point of the season.
I think we get 1 point at United, and that's it.
You think that?
I just think that United are not playing very well.
Neither are we.
And United Chelsea games recently have just been really boring. 0-0, 1-1.
I'm not watching that game. I'm not watching.
I don't want to watch.
Literally.
Is it a late night kickoff?
On a Thursday, I think.
All right, I need to go to bed for Friday morning, so I might just watch it to put me to sleep.
Yes.
That's it. Anyway, unlucky for Sindra just tuning in because both me and Stick have to go, so we will have to end the stream right here. Big up to everyone that was in the comments section and constantly commenting through the stream. Big up to all of you down there. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, of course. Thanks, Steve and Sindra. Serenaf, and of course the fraud Lito, the big flip flop himself, Carlito, and Justice as well, the main man. Big up to all of you for joining, and obviously Sadiq as well. Yeah. So make sure you subscribe. And Sadiq, will we have a stream tomorrow or tonight?
Fraud Rose. We might get a Fraud 17 stream tonight, maybe around 10 p.m. Not confirmed, but we shall see very soon. If not, then tomorrow. Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the merch in the comment section.
The new merch, the Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba t-shirts are just great. Fantastic. Please go and check them out, and then if you want to buy them, you can. If you don't,
where's KJ that worked on them?
Yeah.
KJ. Fair play to KJ. That's a really good design on those merch. Can't wait to hopefully soon buy it and rep it. Like I do with the cap every day now. Really comfortable cap to have on. Nice when it's starting to actually be sunny and good weather here in Norway. So
They are folks.
Bro,
Neither Norway are
you
in
know
the
what
league.
game I just watched on my phone? Actually, I just watched the Bodo Glimt Rosenborg game.
nice.
I'm not even
This
kidding.
This guy just watches any game.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
So some
Oh,
games
yeah.
in the Norwegian league are actually entertaining.
Yes.
We are a small league compared to the Premier League and stuff, but
Obvious. Yeah.
The quality here isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I would
No,
say.
it's nice, tidy football. Nice, tidy football. Some of the teams, absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, big up to everyone because I have got to go now, so I will end the stream right here. So
Fair
big
enough.
up to everyone. Up the Chelsea. We're not getting any more 3 points. Let's go.